everyone. So let me introduce myself. My name is Anastasia Citra Negara with the identification code 22 55 061 and 017. Here I am from the seven groups from PSTED class. I am going to explain to you guys about the material called function. So let's jump to the materials. Why do we need function? It often happens that a particular piece of code is repeated many times in our program. It's repeatedly either literally or with only a few minor modifications consisting of the use of other variables in the same algorithm. It also happens that a programmer cannot resist simplifying the work and begins to clone with such pieces of code using the clipboard and copy-paste operations. It could end up as greatly frustrating when suddenly it turns out that there was an error in the code. The programmer will have a lot of drudgery to find all the places that need corrections. There's also a high risk of the correction causing errors. Jump to the next slide. Decomposition. So it often happens that the problem is so large and complex that it cannot be assigned to a single developer and a team developers have to work on it. The problem must be split between several developers in a way that ensure their efficient and seamless cooperation. So it seems inconceivable that more than one programmer should write the same piece of code at the same time. So the job has to be dispersed among all the team members. This kind of decomposition has a different purpose to the one described previously. It's not only about sharing the work, but also about sharing responsibility among many developers. So, uh, this literally leads us directly to the third condition. If we're going to divide the work among multiple programmers and then decompose the problem to load the product to be implemented as a set of separately written functions packed together in different modules. Move to the next slide. Where do the functions come from? In general, functions come from at least three places. The first one from Python itself. Numerous functions like print or var or something like that are in general integral part of Python and are always available without any additional effort on behalf of the programmer. We call these functions a built-in functions. And the second one from Python's pre-installed modules. And in a lot of functions, very useful one, but used significantly less often than built-in ones, are available in a number of modules installed together with Python. The use of these functions required some additional steps from the programmer in order to make them fully accessible. And then the third one is directly from our code. We can write our own functions, place them inside our code, and use them freely. And the fourth one, there is one other possibility, but it's connected with classes, so we'll omit it for now. So, yeah. Okay. This is the example of the function. This is how define a function. Uh, a program code function usually starting with def and then space, and then function underscore name. This is the name of the function that we wanted to include. And then in the line below, we're going to add the function's body. Here's the example def, and the function name is message, and then the body of the function is print enter a value. This is the example of the function. Move to the next slide. So this is the example of the function which doesn't take any arguments. So def message, this is we're defining a function, and then print hello, the body of the function, and then we're going to call the function. And then move to the next slide, function which takes arguments. So there are two types of functions who which cannot take arguments and which can take arguments. So this is the example of the function which can take arguments. Def, and the function is hello. The function name is hello, and then this is the name variable is where the user can input um, an integer to the function. So this is how we defining a function. So this is the body of the function, print hello, and then the function will print the uh, variable name that has written by the user. So name, input, and then entering a name, and then this is how we call the function, hello, name, and then the output will show us hello. For example, if I type my name, and then the output will come out like hello Citra, something like that. Okay, so that's all the explanation from me about functions. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. Bye.